one of the things we also ask people to bridge people working in a specific field of medium we ask people to produce a piece of work, not in that medium. So somebody that is good sculptor might not do audio or video work. We're asking them to do something quite different as well. So because I think there is a risk element to this, I think they find that their work exists within a collective, say a big show reel or an audio collection of pieces, so it can work like that. But also people would make work that they wouldn't necessarily make as part of their own individual practice, so they can feel that they can take advantage of that and make a listening piece that works for them. Which I think in a way is good because it refreshes themselves up and makes them think out of the box. The notable something that came about in your presentation in relation to the others was slightly adopting a sense of curatorial position within what you do. Is that more, in your case, a question of passage almost, that you're assuming that kind of role almost to reveal a level of comedy in it, a level of paradox, in some way? Because I think there is a slight difference, theoretically suggesting that maybe there is an artistic position that shifts for the curatorial practice, whereas I think there's more of a specific need to you guys to, within the particular project, to use those positions to reveal certain points of comedy elements and ridiculousness. Watch your words. I'll watch my words. Time out. I like the idea that everyone is an artist. Architects that are artists may design their own sculptures to go on top of their buildings. I won't mention any names. Yes, they're the kind of genius behind the project, so it's the idea of the artist. We're going to be curators as well. If anyone can be an artist, they can be a curator. I see more people that are curators. They're all curators in their bedrooms. They use images and stories and text to tell stories about themselves. Everyone is a curator in that. It's whether you want to play the dialectic of language, words and titles. Is even useful to have this discussion? I don't know. I think that's a very relevant point is, what is the value to defining these positions? I mean, I think there should be an argument that was, related to what was said earlier in the conversation about, the benefit of having a very particular position and taking that position in order to, I suppose, avoid an issue in things becoming too flimsy, too insensible and ineffable, and those two positions of artist and curator and the authorship that's assigned to those is quite valuable in certain instances. Yes, I mean, maybe not too sure where that takes things. You're just saying that, the polar position is not polar, but the other part of that equation, you have the trader and the artist. The one doesn't have to be working with an artist. One doesn't have to consider oneself to be an artist. One doesn't have to. Again, it's another phrase that means that is shorthand and can be lost or done. Things at the same time, so that here of having a mountain pile of paper on the desk is just one of the questions here.
So I have a question that says, what problems do you find with collaborative practice compared to your individual
collaborative practice compared to your individual practices? So that's probably all relevant to the fact that we are all brought together as duos, as it were, rather than to individual practice. So maybe Neil and Ron, you can address it. How does it function for you? Working together in kind of relation to how you operate individually? Goes first? Yes. I think that it's actually pretty easy because we have very similar interests and kinds of inspiration. I think the problem is we have totally different kind of individual lives. So how we manage to work together is a little bit of a problem, as it were. The logistics of that working relationship
No problem at all, I don't argue about anything.
I think, not a problem at all. We never argue about anything. That's not a problem, but we work with a lot of people that are more difficult. So one of the things we like is we enjoy each other's company when we work with each other. If we just bang stuff off each other. If one person is losing confidence, we can help each other. There is a kind of safety valve in it as well. Occasionally you do want to roll up your sleeve and say, I'll do it myself, which singular artists, you know, often want. So, then I think with it's nice to have that kind of men and then you. I can see the yell and you laughing. Yeah, let's talk about this. Problem with sound, no. We found that we're really the reason why we work. I think the partnership works really well in terms of building sound-related projects. For me, it's not just about dealing with music and sound experiments, but music, which is an area where my own practice lies mostly, and for Lucia, it has to do with expanding feeling into sound into music, which is a lot more open, I would say, and that, I would say, that is the very first element. Yeah, well, it's that type thing because I've always been interested in working, being outside, and for me, the opportunity to work on the site is very important, but where we met, I think, that's another in-between territory. The project we did with the Center of Paleontology, writing and producing together, showed the truly collaborative project is, there are many lines that there seems to be the overriding line at this point in which logistics come into play, where you're working with different people, these social relations you don't encounter when you're working as an individual and actually produce new ideas or content, which is the underlying concern, perhaps with this notion of mediation and production as a generative process that doesn't necessarily exist in an individualistic practice.
That doesn't necessarily exist in individualistic practice. Okay, I'm going to do one more question. This is a very complicated question.
I'm going to do one more question. This is a very complicated question. I would really like to know who actually submitted this. If you believe in mediation as production and correlation as production, do you therefore follow the loser?
Is this a problematic challenge to human agency in the process of change, transformation, and self-determination, or should we leave it more fatalistic?
Transformation and
I'd say yes and no.
Okay, moving swiftly along. Can I maybe open it up to the audience? Is there any questions from the audience rather than just prioritising our text process?
Is there any questions from the audience rather than just prioritizing our text process? Any hands up from the audience? I can't see any hands. There's a hand over there. Oh, there's two hands. So maybe
I was just thinking about
how
you talked about the terms, the kind of fixtures that are in place when you first
I
started
was
out,
just
about the
thinking
terms of
about how I
artist and
knew,
curator,
because
and
we
this
talked
kind of
about
thing.
the
I'm not so
fixtures
sure
that
that
were
it's
in
like so
place
broadly
when we
go,
first
oh,
started
like,
out
it's like
about the
everyone's an
terms
artist,
artist
everyone's a
and
curator.
curator.
Bit of a
There is
difficult
the
way
kind of thing,
approach
I'm
it,
not
because
so
then you've got
sure
to
it's
talk
so
about.
broad
But
that you can go
I
out,
think what I wanted
everyone
to know
can
is
mark
what
it.
your individual
Everyone is a
experiences
curator.
of how
It's a
you
bit
come
of a
into
difficult way to
contact with
approach
people
it because
and
then
how
you
they
haven't
receive
got
the
anything
terms
to
that you
talk
use or the
about.
titles that you use for yourselves. Like, if you call yourself an artist rather than a curator,
And I
who's a
think what I
curator,
wanted
we
to
talk
know is what
curatorially
your
about the
individual
project.
experiences with how you come into contact
You
with
are
people
received
and how they
by other
receive the term
people and
that
how
you use
maybe
or
you
the
use different
title
terms
that
in
you
different
use for
scenarios,
yourself.
and how those
Like,
things impact on
if
your
you call
practices.
yourself an artist rather than a curator, or you call yourself a curator, or you talk curatorially about what you have done, how you're received by other people, and how maybe you have used different terms in different scenarios, and how those things impact on your different practices. Anybody want to go for that question?
But in the case of
Well,
subtraction,
you
we
can.
decided
I
to call
think
it as
I
a
mean
research project.
being an independent curator, working for, not working for any institution in particular. I use this term in different contexts because it's helpful, but in the case of sometimes, sure, we decide to call it a research project. We didn't use the term curator or platform because it doesn't reflect very much the activity we all like to do, spend time in a place, do some research, writing, and etc. So yeah, that is kind of an interesting thing to raise in terms of research, a position that is not necessarily a position to nominate, but a means of communicating a certain practice, a mode practice that enables fluidity. That's very much what we try to do. I mean, it's just an ongoing process, but to do a lot with establishing a dialogue with a number of people and knowing in the long run where you can collaborate with and on which grounds. It's not just about producing an event or a project. That's why we chose to call this a research project. Yeah, it's interesting. Actually, it's something Emily mentioned earlier about certain organizations where there's what kind of presented is the potential for the interaction between different points of research, so different research from different disciplinary points, perhaps, that enable a kind of, the production of kind of new content, if you like, between those interactions, and that seems
Someone said,
very important in
they
what you
basically
guys
said,
do
you're a poet.
definitely.
And you turn around and said, no, I'm just a song and dance
I
man.
think it was Bob
And I
Dylan
think his
when
position
someone
is that as a
said,
song and dance
forgive
man,
me,
you
Bob
can be a
Dylan
creative
fan,
position
if
and
I
an
forgot
entertainer
this
and all
one.
those things.
The
Someone else
basic,
thinks
you're
he's
the
a poet.
poet.
That's their
He said,
position.
no,
So actually for the
I'm not.
production of work,
I'm
the
just a
mediation
song
work,
and as man.
consider yourself to be anything.
I think his position is as a song and as man. He can be a poet, a musician, an entertainer, and all those other
Thank you. I know
things.
we're running out of time,
If
but I
someone
want to
else
just
thinks
ask
he's
for
a
a
poet,
point of clarity
that's
on
their
the panel,
position.
really.
So for the production
Because
of
there seem
work
to
and
be,
mediation of work,
I just feel
have to
unclear
consider yourself to be
across the
anything.
kind of discussion of